good morning, guys, and welcome to a day in the life. So the time right now is 4:27 in the morning. I'm about to get a little walk in on the treadmill before my Pilates class. Right before I got down here in the basement to get on this treadmill, I took me a little wellness shot and I drank a little bit of my Core Life, Core Power, whatever that protein shake drink is, the elite one, in chocolate. So now I'm about to get walking, but welcome to my channel with love, Kristen, where we are here to showcase my journey through all the different transformations of life of a woman, Black woman in her late 20s. So let's get into it. Let's journey together. Alright, so as you guys can see, I am walking on the treadmill because I found that Wednesdays for me are really hard to get my steps in. So I didn't want to make any more excuses as to why I couldn't achieve 10K steps on Wednesdays. So I was like, you know what? I have the time before my Pilates class to get to stepping. So that's what I did. So before my 6 a.m. Pilates, I am on the treadmill at 4 in the morning. And while I'm doing that, kind of habit stacking. And so I'm listening to my devotional on my iPad and just getting those steps in with my little weighted vest and all that. So, hey, we have to get it done. We have to do the thing because we are executing. Okay? Executing. Finished on the treadmill. As you can see, I'm wearing my weighted vest. I just got a 10-pound weighted vest. I got it last week. I think that's when I started using this one. It's a 10-pounder. I figured that would be, with what they had available, that would be a good starting weight for me to do, and it really hasn't been bad. So when I do my treadmill walks, treadmill walks at home is when I use the weighted vest, and that's on Mondays and Wednesdays. So as you can see, I just did a little bit of walking. I did a 40-minute walk, so I got 1.75 miles according to my watch. On here on the treadmill it says I did 1.38. I have my water while I was on it because I have 6 a.m. Pilates, and right now it is 5:11. So I'll need to leave at like 5:40-ish. But yeah, I just wanted to get this walk in. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish drinking my protein shake and probably eat a banana before I head to Pilates. But I do want to change out of my treadmill walking shoes. I wear these Hokas. I forget which one these are, but I wear these Hokas when I do my walking. I was wearing my On Clouds, but they're pretty flat, and your girl has been having some ankle issues, so I need a little bit more cushion. So that's been helping, and I'm not going on a crazy incline because I've been having my little ankle pains and things like that. So I do a very slight incline, but I just increase my speed for walking until I might feel something, and then I slow it down just a little bit. But I still just want to get my steps in. But these are the shoes that I wear when I do my walks. Because it's cold out, we're on the treadmill. During the summer when it was warm, I was getting my walks in outside, but now it's cold, so be inside. All right, so the next thing is just trying to get myself together before I have to leave for Pilates. So I will tap back in with you guys in a little bit. Got a planner. I'm very proud of myself. I got a planner because I'm really trying to, you know, live out being consistent and executing. Like I said, like, if you watch my last video, then, you know, my word for the rest of this year and for 2026 is just to execute, to not get stuck in the analysis paralysis, the planning phase of it all, the thinking, the dreaming, but to actually go and do. And so for me, I need to give myself structure, and with that, I'm like, I need to get back into my planning, because I feel like I'm just the most on top of things when I have a planner and a physical planner. I love my iPad. I love being a digital girly, but there's just something about pen and paper, and I just love stationery. So I got this planner off of Amazon. It is for 2025-2026, so it goes up to July. Started in July of this year and then goes up to July of next year. Obviously, I'm starting it in November because I just got it, but that is okay. So yeah, I have some things that I was able to get done yesterday, some things that I didn't do yesterday that I need to kind of bring over into today. But we are going to be on our P's and Q's from here on out in this year of 2025. So just getting more on top of things. Like, we are doing the thing. We're doing the thing. Okay, but I will need to leave for Pilates in the next 10 minutes. So we will go and do that. All right, guys, just finished my Pilates class. I need to end it on my watch. There. So it is 6:58 a.m. I'm eating a banana because I'm starving. We've done 4,700 steps, and we have burned 392 calories this morning. So now time to go home. I need to make my lunch, and then I need to plan out some things. I need to read, shower, get clean, figure out what I'm gonna wear to work today. It's a very gloomy day today, but yeah, that's what we got going on. So I'm about to head home. It was a good class, as it always is. My girl Kayla, she be getting us right every time. And yeah, another successful Pilates workout. I like doing the 1.5 classes with Club Pilates. The level ones are good, like when I need it. Like, trust me, that you're still gonna get a good workout with a level one. You just might not sweat, but when it's like I need it to be a little bit easier, it's good. 1.5 definitely pushes you more. And then they have like level 2. I'm not at level 2 yet. We're definitely not at level 2 yet. But what I will say is I'm very proud of myself, because me and Bridges, especially Bridges on the reformer, we do not go together. Especially once we go into like single leg bridges, because my left glute is just weak. It just don't be activating for real. So we're still strengthening her up, but she's getting stronger, because we did Bridges. Sorry, I don't actually need all this hair on. We did Bridges on the reformer, and we did like marching, and then we did our single leg bridges on there, and for the most part I was able to last. My left glute lasted longer, but I know somewhere along the line I was probably compensating because I didn't feel it as much in my left glute, whereas I felt it more in my right glute. So I feel like I was really like activating for real on my right, but I wasn't activating as much on my left. But I was trying to get her to do a little stunt. And she was, and we held it, because usually I start to feel it in my back, so that's how I know I was doing better. But I did engage my core a lot more to kind of help for me dumping into my back. But we did it. Like, when I first started Pilates, no, No, that was never going to happen. So I'm very proud of myself. I've come a long way when it comes to a lot of the exercises. I can last a little bit longer with some stuff. Some stuff I'm just like, ooh, the burn, shakes, all the things, but we're getting stronger. We are getting stronger for sure. So I'm very proud of that. So yeah, now I'm on my way home so I can get clean, make my lunch, figure my life out, and then head to work by 9:30, 9:40. So I have like about 2 hours. So I will tap back in with you guys before, well, when I get back home. Yeah, I'll tap back in with you guys then. Right, so I typically just eat breakfast in bed, and for today, I have turkey sausage, the Kodak protein pancakes, and then eggs with spinach, and then, you know, seasonings, things of that nature. So this is breakfast, and I'm about to watch probably a YouTube video and eat. But the time is currently 8:13. So the time is 8:37. I'm just kind of going through what I want to do quickly because I need to leave in like the next hour. But I've showered, like I think I might have said already, but yeah, I've showered and all that good stuff. So now I'm just kind of sitting in my bed, just planning things out, being chill. But I made my lunch, I ate my breakfast, like you guys saw, started watching a little YouTube, set up another high yields savings account for myself. And then, yeah. So now I just want to plan out some content and really more so fledge out all that this With Love page means to me, what I want from it. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing next. But I did use ChatGPT to like kind of help me just really plan out, not the content, but just really get clear on the vision for everything that I want with my With Love page. So yeah, so I've already been using her, but I just want to kind of write things out because I also got a journal for that as well, because like I said, I'm a stationary girly. So I have my journal here, excuse me, and yeah, we're just gonna use this last little bit of time that I have to plan that out. And then, you know, I got braids in, so doing my hair really won't take too long. And then I just got to put on the sweater that I want to wear to work. Yeah, and then I'll be good to go. So I'll tap back in with you guys in a little bit. Love to check off a list, which is why I needed to get a planner, but we've accomplished all the things. This is now Wednesday, so all I have to do is read, which that might happen after work today. But in my journal, just kind of writing out some things. But yeah, and then me in chat. I'm always using chat for some help to get this life of mine together. But that was a good little sesh of just trying to figure some stuff out. So there's one more thing I want to chit chat with chat about, and then I will get up and get ready. But it's 9:10, so I don't have that much time to chit chat with chat. I do need to get up real soon so I can head to work and make some money. But yes, I'll be on my way to work soon, and I'll chat with y'all in the car. That's the next time I'm going to chat with you guys. This is just a day in the life, but this is my morning for my late days. So we take it, I don't know, maybe it's not slow, but I'm able to get things done. So I'm proud of myself. I did my treadmill walking, because when I tell you this morning, I really wasn't feeling it. I really wasn't feeling it. I was not. I really kind of didn't want to do it, but I did it, and I'm proud of myself. And then we did Pilates, journaled. It really helped that I took out the trash last night instead of waiting to take it out this morning. So that helped to free up more of my time this morning to be able to get on the treadmill. But yeah, I was able to journal. I did my devotional on the treadmill. And then I went to Pilates, came back, and did all the things that we have seen. So this is just kind of my morning routine for my later days, at least with this schedule. Things will shift because after next week, I'll be at a different location, same company, but different location. And I'll be starting a little bit earlier. I'll be doing 9 to 7 instead of 10 to 7. So I have like 2 10-hour days. And so, yeah, those days will look a little different, but I won't be in my 10K steps challenge thing. So I'm trying to do like 10K steps as many days as I can get in for the month of November. So yeah, like it was supposed to be every day, but every day didn't happen. It didn't happen every day. So yeah, that's what we're trying to do. But December, I won't be necessarily doing that. So that might help me out a little bit. I'm still just trying to figure out when I want to do my Pilates, because I don't just want to do it on Saturday, but then I'll have to do 5 a.m. Pilates. I don't know. Like, I just have to figure all of that out, but we'll get it figured out for what the new, and it's only for 2 weeks. And then I also just signed my second travel contract for the new year. So that also, I think I'm doing a 9 to 7, or is it 10 to 7? I think it's 10 to 7, but I get an hour lunch break. So that's nice, because here, don't have lunch break, just kind of working. And then we get it in where we can fit it in. But yeah, so my next one, I will have an hour lunch break. So it's like I'm doing 7 to 4, except for Fridays, because it's only 6 hours. But Monday through Thursday, I have an hour lunch break. So it's like a 7 to 4 because I have the hour lunch break. And then I think it's 9. I still think it's 9 to 7 because I have an hour lunch break. So instead of it being like a 10-hour day, it's a 10-hour day, but it's really, I'm getting paid for 9 hours because I'll have an hour lunch for documentation and to eat. And I appreciate that. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. But when the new contract starts, I will talk about that then. But I just signed off on that new contract. So there's things that I actually need to like start looking at with finalizing stuff like that. But I do have time because it's still November, and then I have all of December to get that figured out. And the last week of December, I am off. So from Christmas break into the new year, or not Christmas week, Christmas Day, because I'm working Christmas Eve, but it's a half day. So Christmas Eve into the new year, I'm off. So that gives me time to also do all of those things as well. So yes, but now let me talk to chat real quick so that I can hurry up. So because I'm gonna need to leave. All right, guys, I am leaving the house now. Ugh. It is 9:33, so I'll make good time getting to work, because work is like 15 minutes from where I live. So yeah. All right, so like I was saying before I got rudely interrupted and my phone dropped and wanted to act stupid, I just signed my second travel contract. So I'm still, like I said, I'm a local traveler, so I'm just doing stuff within the DMV, but more so probably gonna keep it in Maryland. And yeah, so we signed that contract, and yeah, there's gonna be like things that I'm gonna have to keep up with, but I will have the time to be able to figure all of that out. It's only the middle of November. Well, now we're over halfway through November, which is crazy. But yeah, so I'll be able to figure all of that out. And I'm excited for the next chapter, for my second travel contract. Can't believe it's been like, next week will make 3 months of me being in this current contract that I did extend until Christmas Eve. Same company, different location. I do kind of wish I would have been able to just stay at my location that I'm at, but it is what it is. They got a traveler for 6 months, so hey. But I'm just glad I was able to extend it out without having like a month of like not working. So there's that. So 2.5 weeks at the other location, since I'll be going to Disney the week after next, and then I took off from Christmas Eve into the new year. I just wanted that break. So yeah, I'm excited, and I love, like, that's one of the things that I just kind of love about being in travel, having that flexibility to be able to do that, to be on a decently long break twice within like a month time span, because we have Thanksgiving next week. I'm only working 3 days next week, and then I have obviously Thanksgiving off and Friday off, and then I'll be off a whole week, and then work for 2.5 weeks, and then I'll have from Christmas Eve until January 5th. Yeah, well, really, I guess Christmas Day, because I am working Christmas Eve, but like I said, it's a somewhat shorter day. I think it just got bumped up. Instead of me working the later shift, I'm just working a morning shift, so I think I'm still working the same amount of hours. Yeah, so those are the updates, and we are on our way to work. Of course, I can't show anything once I'm at work, but I will, because it's only a day in the life, I will definitely tap in after work. I'll be tired after work, y'all. I'll be tired. It'll be dark when I get off at 7. So, yeah. Hey, it is what it is, though. So is life. My second night shift of the week done, and then it'll be all mornings till, we start this whole shindig again next week. All right, I am now at the parking lot of my job. So I'm at work. It's 9:48. It's crazy because I just got low sleepy, and I didn't make my green tea, so I have no caffeine. And because it's only Wednesday, I can't buy. So yeah, and we have 9 hours ahead of us, with the possibility of seeing 18 people if everybody shows up. So yeah, I'm gonna be tired by the end of the night. I'm gonna be real tired. So I might see you at the end of this. I might not. Excuse me. But in the meantime, in between time, if this channel, watching my journey, watching just me kind of going through my systems, my routines, things like that, resonate with you, the chit chats that we're going to be having. We have one that I just uploaded, but we got another one. We'll have many more in the future. Go ahead and subscribe. Let's get this community started where we can create space for us as women to just come together to be our most authentic selves as we go through our different journeys of this life. As we grow in whatever it is that we're trying to grow into, to become the absolute best versions of ourselves, and to live in that as best we can every day. Every day is not going to be an easy day to show up and be our best self, but just the ability to show up and do is what we are looking to do. So with that being said, I have to head into work because I actually just saw a patient pull up. So yeah, I do need to head to work.